Hi guys, hey, it's Mr. Cronin, and I'm here with a really brief video to help you out with your guide to writing the count for band. Now, on our screen, you are seeing the guide to writing count. This should be in your band binder, and there are a few important points to notice on this. Do you say it? If you say it, you're going to write the count big. This is teaching us to write the count in our rhythm charts. Is it inside another beat? If so, write it small. So you would write the count small if it's inside another note, if it belongs to another note. Is it a rest? If so, write it small with a line through it. And you're going to notice that the author gave us an example here where we had quarter note, quarter rest, quarter note. Big one, big two, little three strike through, big four. When we're dealing with longer notes, such as this half note here, big one, little two. The two is part of that half note, so it's a little number. Little three with a strike through. Rests are small with a line through them. Big four. Little one strike through on an eighth rest here. Big te, we're going to call those ands later. Big two on the dotted half note, and it takes up beats 3 and 4 as well. This is a guide to helping us write in the count. Okay, let's go ahead and apply that to our chart 1, quarter notes and quarter rests. As you see in line 1, I would have big 1, big 2, big 3, little 4 with a line through it, big 1, big 2, big 3, little 4 with a line through it, and the rest of that line is the same. Okay, let's take that to line 6. I would have big 1, little 2 with a line through it, big 3, little 4 with a line through it, and the rest of the line is the same rhythm. Now, if you're wondering to yourself, Mr. Cronin, what does that look like? Here it is completed for you. So you can see my big numbers versus my little numbers, and the rests have a line through them. And when you're writing in your count, it should look just like that, okay? If you say it out loud, it's big. If it's a rest, it's small with a line through it. So that gets us through quarter notes and quarter rests. But what about our half notes? Let's go to chart 2. Chart 2 introduces half notes, and just like a half a pizza is more than a quarter of a pizza, a half note is longer than a quarter note. In fact, our half notes are worth 2 beats or 4 pulses, and our half rests are worth 2 silent beats or 4 silent pulses. And we should write that into our chart 2 so that we can remember it. Okay, now I'm going to use the same guide to write the count. If I say it out loud, I'm going to write it big. If it's part of another note, I'm going to write it small. If it's a rest, I'm going to write it small with a line through it. So with that in mind, if I looked at measure 1, the top line, I would have big 1, big 2, big 3, big 4, big 1, little 2, big 3, big 4. Little 2 because the half note is 2 counts long. Big 1 because the half note starts on 1. Beat 2 is the second beat of that half note. In measure 3, big 1, big 2, big 3, little 4, big 1, little 2, big 3, little 4. And you can see that completed for you here. But that line didn't have any rests. Let's go to a line that has some rests in it. Measure 21, which is the sixth line down. Measure 21's count. Big 1 because we say it out loud. A rest would be a little number with a line through. Little number 2 with a line through it. Big 3 because I would say 3 when this half note starts. Little 4 because 4 is part of the half note. Big 1, little 2, big 3. What about this one? Think. That's right, little 4 with a line through it. Whoa, half rest. 2 silent beats. Little 1 strike through, little 2 strike through. Big 3, big 4, big 1, big 2, little 3 with a strike through, little 4 with a strike through. Okay, and you can see that at measure 25, I've gone ahead and done that as well. All of the little numbers with a line through them are rests. Any little numbers without a line through it, like measure 25, are going to be our longer notes. Okay, That half note's worth 2 counts, so it gets a big number and a little note. I hope that guide to the writing in the count will help you so that you can get all of your writing correct in band this year.